Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I finally decided to record my video on my experience with my CERCLAGE, how it went for me. I'm going to be telling you my experience. I know every experience might be different, but I've seen a lot of videos and they're quite similar. So quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, not a professional, so everything that I will say in this video is based on my experience and what I've learned so far looking at other videos and looking online. So I was diagnosed with incompetent cervix on June 2019 because I lost fraternal twins and it ended up being preterm labor and I ended up being a loss. So it has been a while and I'm going to insert here what a CERCLAGE is. I got my CERCLAGE done at 14 weeks and 2 days. It was preventative. So like I said, I had a loss already, so I knew what I was supposed to get for my future pregnancies. What I've learned is that in every pregnancy that you have, a CERCLAGE will have to be done because it can happen again, and it's most likely to happen. I know in rare cases it doesn't happen again for some women, but I feel like I think I've seen in most women do have to get it again for each pregnancy. So another disclaimer, I live in Mexico and here I'm sure the medical practices are different, but I've seen other videos and they're quite similar because everything that I've seen in videos happen the same way to me. The doctor told me not to eat past 8 p.m. from the night before. So I went in the morning to get my procedure done without any food, any liquids or anything. I don't think they didn't say anything about water, but I didn't drink any water just in case. Whenever the procedure was gonna start, they put antibiotics in my IV to prevent infection. During the procedure, they lifted up my legs. For pain during the CERCLAGE, they put in an epidural. I don't know if it's exactly the same thing as an epidural, but it's to avoid you from feeling anything or any pain. So the only thing I felt was them pulling on the cervix and doing it, but I didn't feel any pain at all, no pain at all. So don't be scared about pain. I remember the doctor having music playing during the procedure. He had The Weekend playing, and I feel that's what calmed me down. Also praying during the procedure calmed me down because they were just doing their thing, and it lasted really short, not even 10 minutes. And what helps a lot is you have to be really calm in the moment. I feel the more you stress out, the more that can cause something to happen. So just be calm during the procedure. I mean, the doctors know what they're doing. So then they put me in another room to wait for the epidural to wear off. I was just there waiting. I remember being looking upwards, just laying down in a flat position. Then they kind of the nurses kind of noticed that I was kind of tired of being on my back, so they put pillows under me. And then I guess they were getting my room ready. So as soon as I was in the room, the epidural started to wear off way more, and that's when I started feeling my legs, and I didn't feel any pain at all. The only thing that I felt as soon as it wore off was pressure, but the pressure should be normal. But it wasn't painful at all afterwards. I didn't feel it hurting, The only thing that I was afraid of was to use the restroom, but surprisingly, it did sting a little bit, but it's not something that you can't handle. I know everybody's pain tolerance is different, but in my experience, it wasn't really painful. It was something that I was you know what, I have to pee eventually, so let's just do this. I wasn't in the hospital much that day. I mean, I went in at 7, and then the procedure was done at 10, and then I was leaving the hospital by around 12 p.m. or 1. The only thing that they made me do was wait until the epidural wore off, and then they were you know what, you're set to go. So post CERCLAGE on what they gave me. So I'm just gonna insert a text on the screen of what they told me to take post CERCLAGE. So when I got home, the doctor did put me on strict bed rest for a week, and then after the week, he told me to go just on moderate bed rest when I can like get up and have breakfast, like sitting down, and you like shower and all that like normally, but it was still bed rest. It was still like, you can't lift anything up, you can't sweep, you can't mop. I didn't even wash dishes. I mean, I had to get help. It's best for you to just rest. And for the first week post cerclage, I would eat in bed. I would just like lift my head a little bit, like the way I am right now. I would just have like a plate of food, and my husband, he made a table for me like for the bed, so thank God it happened because he did help me a lot. But he made this table for me to eat like during the bed, but like with kind of with my head upwards like this and eating, because I feel like my doctor personally, he told me I can sit down and eat, but I don't always 100% trust in doctors because they have like different opinions, because some doctors don't even recommend bed rest, but mine did. But he told me I can't sit down and eat, but I feel like sitting down also causes like pressure on the cervix, so that I didn't even sit down to eat afterwards. So another thing that I forgot to mention, my doctor did put me on progesterone since around week 6 and 7 of my pregnancy, so it was quite early. It was vaginal, and they were the suppositories. I'm gonna show you which ones they are. So let me grab them. They are like this, and they are 100 milligrams vaginal, and until up to week 14, I was only taking one a day. I would take them at night when I wasn't gonna get up anymore, like at all, like not even to the restroom. So when I was basically gonna go to sleep at night. And until 14, he put me, after the cerclage, he put me for progesterone. So I've been taking it twice a day vaginally, every 12 hours. I've heard that these are better than drinking them like orally, but I've also heard that they do the same. But I kind of feel like my doctor personally told me that he feels like it's better because it's like directly near the cervix. So yeah, so if you're given the choice to drink them orally or place them vaginally, I would do it placing them in. In regards to being on bed rest or pelvic rest, the only thing that I do is I personally put myself on strict bed rest, because like I said earlier, some doctors don't even recommend being on bed rest because it can cause other problems. But I feel like the chances are kind of low, because standing up and like walking or sitting down, that puts pressure on your cervix. So that's a spot where you don't want to open or like want to affect. So I recommend being like, put yourself, even if your doctor says, oh, go on moderate bed rest, or don't even go on bed rest, put yourself on bed rest. That's something that I can give like a tip on. Go put yourself on strict bed rest. If you don't have to get up, don't get up. But if obviously like people live different lives, and some people, I don't have kids. This is my second pregnancy. The first pregnancy was a loss, so I don't have like toddlers running around, or like I don't have anybody to take care of right now. Only like myself and my baby in my room. So I'm probably not like obligated to like get up at all. So I'm like I said, every situation is different. So the least you get up, it's gonna have better outcomes. What else? Also, my doctor didn't tell me this, but I read on the internet. So if you want your cerclage to be successful in your pregnancy, no intercourse, no placing anything inside of you, nothing, no penetration, anything. Don't do anything at all. Like, just don't touch yourself at all down there. Don't do anything. Don't get aroused. Sounds like horrible. I know it's like really hard to like, it's gonna be really hard to avoid for especially like a lot of months. It's like, how bad do you want your baby? Because those things can wait. Like, we have the power in ourselves to like wait for. Okay, so I forgot to mention how my experiences post my cerclage went, like my appointments. Okay, so I got my cerclage done October 1st, and then I had my appointment 1 month post cerclage a month after. And in that appointment, it went really well. I had no funneling. My cervix was 3.2 centimeters long, closed and firm, and that was it. I mean, that's the only thing that I went to do. Like, the doctor, he checked it really quick, and that was how it went 1 month. And then 2 months post cerclage, it was the same. It was literally the same length. It was like around 3.2 centimeters, and it was also no funneling, and it was tightly closed. Right now, I am more far along, and my last appointment didn't go really well. That's why I also put myself on strict bed rest, and the doctor also put me on strict bed rest. But I did have funneling this last appointment, and I had my cervix did shorten. It was 2.3, so my doctor was like, were you dancing during Christmas time, or were you like doing something, because it's like shorter now? And honestly, he did kind of scare me, but there's hope, because at first I was really scared. Like, when he told me that, I was like freaking out. I was crying. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna put more pressure down there, like crying and stuff. So I just, I started breathing. I started reading other like success stories, and the rates for cerclage is like 90% successful, especially when it's like preventative. So if you have been diagnosed with incontinent cervix, definitely get a cerclage. Even if you go to a doctor and they said that you don't need one, don't listen to them. Do not listen to them. Go to different doctors, get different opinions. And if you've been to like a lot of places and they have said no cerclage, they know what they're saying. That means at least you did get like more than one opinion. But if you've planned on like having future pregnancies with a cerclage, automatically tell your doctor that you plan on getting one, that you need one, because you have been diagnosed with incontinent cervix and you have had losses. So yeah, that's the best thing that I can say. Doctors are not always right, because some doctors have different opinions. I guess I can make another video if anybody has any questions. Like, I can go in detail on certain things. If not, I can just go ahead and answer any questions in the comment section. But yeah, your best bet, if you have cerclage and everything goes successful, go on bed rest. I mean, you can go like on moderate bed rest depending on how you feel, but it's in every situation. As soon as you feel pressure or anything, lay down. Do not get up again. I spent my days laying down. The last videos I posted have been here in the same room, same bed. I've barely been getting up now because I am, like I said, more far along. But just know that there's hope for our pregnancies. Trust the stitch. Trust the cerclage. Don't stress yourself out. Just breathe. Be patient. I've been on bed rest almost 4 months now. Almost 4 months now. On February 1st, it's going to be 4 months that I've been on bed rest. I've been on, some months have been moderate bed rest, but most have been strict bed rest. Just be patient. It's not something that's going to last you forever. You're going to get bored, maybe depressed, sad, but be strong, because, how bad do you want your baby? I'm really happy to be pregnant, and I want to do everything that's in my power to have this pregnancy successful, so yeah, so just trust the stitch, trust the cerclage. And if you did end up getting, if any of you got like an emergency cerclage, trust the stitch as well. They did the procedure for a reason, and I know some of them aren't successful, but at least you know that there is like hope. Like, a cerclage will be your best hope for any pregnancy. Just be strong. And yeah, so if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching my video, and hopefully you guys can subscribe to my channel, like, share, and I'll see you in the next video.